has arrived here in Quebec.
But yeah, I hope you're all well this evening. This will be my last official stream for, well, for 2 weeks. Because I'm off to Vienna on Wednesday. And I will be in Gothenburg the weekend after that. So. With Taharas, in fact. So I'll be seeing Taharas in a couple of weeks.
Gilles Villeneuve is a quick, free-flowing circuit in parts with a stop-start aspect around the chicanes and hairpin bends. Medium-speed downforce will play a large part in avoiding the wall of champions.
Have we had any dry races so far?
At this iconic track.
Right. P1, we're going to need some setup. My personal guess, by the way, is the new one of this is going to be out in July. I know they've been saying summer, but this one came out in July. So I think it's highly likely the next one will be out in July as well. Which does give us time to finish this, which is good. Like, I kind of hope we do manage to win it this season. If not, hopefully we'll have time to speed run another season and hopefully we'll win things next season, but we'll see. Right, we are in Canada. There we go, Canada. Parts. Go onto your practice engine. Get onto your practice ERS. Get onto one of your practice gearboxes. And your car setup is going to be 3.5, 12, 2.8, minus 3.15, and 0.8. Let's go with that. So we have a nice bit in there. Put some runtime in. Car parts, you are on that. You are on that. You are on that. And car setup is 3.5, 12, 2.8, minus 3.15, 0.8. Get some driving options set. Get those set. And I think that's us ready to go. Yep. Let's do this, chap. Let's go. Out, out. I always find it interesting which way they turn when they leave the exit. There we go. Anyone know why the Australian weekend this week, GCP this weekend is so incredibly early? 4 AM GT. It's normally quite early, isn't it? What time would that be in the US, given that that's the market they're desperately trying to corner these days? Also, sorry, I'm eating a chocolate digestive. Which I appreciate is not a sound people want to listen to on chat, on stream. But screw you, I had a chocolate digestive handy. So damn right I was going to eat it. Wasn't going to let that chocolate digestive just sit there looking at me for the whole day. Can't give it that much respect and control over me. That's a good, which from Kikuchi is a bad sign. Liz, can we get some feedback, please? So for Kikuchi, we are looking at good, great, great, good, good. So suggested setup is 4.5, 11.5, 1.9, 3.05, 0.65, and go out for the rest of the session. Just yeet yourself out onto that chat, please, Kikuchi. What we're looking at here, well, slightly better for Liz, but still not amazing. So we are looking at a good, great, 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 good. So find me some setup, please. 12.5, 3.7, 2.95, 0.45. And you too will yeeteth yourself out onto the track. Don't think the cats would allow that digestive bit. But I've just eaten dinner. They get early dinner on a Monday and they know it. So they can't start kind of lurking, or rather in this case waking me up, because I was streaming, snoozing. At around sort of 4 o'clock, going like, it's Monday, streaming, early dinner. Also, I forgot to go to the shop and get wine. Luckily, I've got some port, so I've got a little bit of red left. I can drink a little bit of red and then have some port later. These are the important questions in life, obviously. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to my break. Hopefully getting some writing done while I'm away as well. So, fly out to Vienna on Wednesday. Do 3 nights in Vienna. Saturday evening, I do the sleeper to Berlin. Then I'm in Berlin Sunday night and Monday night. Then Tuesday, head up to Kiel. Stay there Tuesday night. Might try and sneak in a visit down to the U-boat and the German Naval Memorial again. Should have time. Then Wednesday, catch the overnight ferry to Gothenburg, where I will see Tahares and Co. on the Thursday, ready for some GothCon gaming convention. So the Deutsche Bahn is back at the negotiating table with German train drivers and unions, hopefully no strikes anymore. Yeah, I legitimately don't know what I'm going to do if they're on strike when I need to get from Berlin to Kiel. Because that does not sound like a fun thing to try and work out how to do if there are no strikes. Or if there are strikes on. If it looks like there's going to be strikes, someone needs to be fucking telling me on Blue Sky or elsewhere over email or whatever what the fuck I do to get to Kiel from Berlin. Because that will need to happen. And it goes without saying, if anyone's in Berlin on Sunday night, say, and fancies a drink, I will be around. Quite happy to meet people for a pint. So we know Richter's setup is well off, but we'll let her ride out the session. Same goes for Austria as well. Thursday night would probably be the most likely night for drinks in. Then just Discord message me if that's a thing people are interested in. Setup 93, setup 70. Okay, well, Kikuchi's went the right way, so that's the important one of them done. So her setup's fine. Yeah, we won't bother changing her setup. That setup's trash, though, so we're definitely changing that one. So Liz was a good, a great, an optimal, a good, and a bad. So we're going to 4, to 11.5, to 1.9, 3.2, 0.95. That pushes it back into ranges. That should be good. Let's just send everyone out for the full session. Basically, we'll pull them in when their tyres start going. But then I must admit my general experience of Deutsche Bahn has been not great. That's why I always do that extra night in Kiel. Because Deutsche Bahn have a habit of fucking up my journeys. Last year they misreported which train was at which platform. And me and a bunch of other people ended up on the train we thought was going to Kiel, but which was actually going to Belgium, so that was fun. And you can tell how common and how much Deutsche Bahn are used to that kind of shenanigans happening to them. Because once we realised and approached the conductor, they were like, oh yeah, no, yeah, okay, yeah, fair enough, we'll get off at this station, you go back to this one, whatever, here's a note that says what we did. You know, and they're like, guys, if it's that common that you're accidentally putting people who are trying to get to Kiel and Denmark onto trains to Belgium instead, maybe you have an institutional problem with your railways. Let you know if I happen to arrive in Belgium. It's a Deutsche Bahn, it's a non-zero chance. It's going to be a max dominance in Australia anyway. It's going to be max dominance everywhere, let's be honest. Avanti have never tried to put me in the wrong country. I mean, it's a low bar. I will admit it's a low bar. Yay, we got an optimal setup. That's great news. So I don't think we're going to run on the newest engine in Canada. I think we're going to we'll save that freshest engine for Monaco. I'd really like to get our Monaco winning crown back, but we'll see. Not overly confident we will, because I'm guessing Rope Tricks made it rain. So weird having Japan after Australia. And Japan remains one of my favourite Grand Prix. I think Japanese Grand Prix would be quite a fun one to go to, because that'd be a really interesting clash of cultures. How are we looking on tyres? Yeah, we're alright on tyres. So I'm not sure what strategy we'll go through for this race. It might be possible to one-stop this doing soft hards. But I'm not sure that's the right strategy. This might be a soft, medium, soft. Or a soft, hard, soft even. Or a soft, medium, medium. Or none of those things because it's raining. Guess what we're saying is we could race any strategy, really. That should give them some nice setups. Yeah, lovely stuff. Go out and pair of softs. Let's burn some softs. Run plan. I mean, you're coming straight, going out and coming back in again. I am going to leave Liz out. Because I think if we get her to 99, we can creep her into her top level of confidence. I think she has to be 97 or over, I think, to get into that confidence bracket. She's on practice parts anyway, so... She's on an optimal setup, basically, so we should be able to get her there, because she's got gap on the car parts knowledge. So out. You come back in. You stay out. Like, if we don't get her overnight, if we can get her to 97, I'd be happy. But we'll see. I think 98 would be the max we could get her to, and we won't get close to that. 97 would be good. Go on, Liz. You know you want to. This depends on how many laps fuel I put in as well, thinking about it. I should probably have put more in. Watch it. She'll come in just before she gets 97, I guarantee you. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Chill. I mean, theoretically, she's out long enough. That's where she's coming in. I'd be more worried about your gearbox if I were you, Liz. See, I think there is where she hits 97. I think. It might be there. Because 97 might be the max she can get. Because she's approaching the max car knowledge she can get. There we go, 97. If that ticks to 95... No. No, so 94 is the max parts knowledge you can get. I don't think she's going to get over 97. Let's call her. Let's call her in. Right, let's do this. Let's do some qualifying, shall we? To qualifying. Oh yeah, Yuki's carrying a race. Oh, okay, so we can go slightly lower. Oh, okay, so for Yoko, we do need to creep her to at least 95 if we want her in the top, in the second highest differential. For Liz, it's basically about 94, so we could have brought her in, but it's good to know. Either way, they're both nice and prepared for this.
Our weekend continues.
Heavy rain, everyone. Right. Race on that engine. Race on that ERS. Race on that gearbox. Go onto your second engine. Go onto that ERS. Go onto that gearbox. So I'd like points here. Decent points would be nice, but we'll see. Grip's high, so we can actually go out. There's no rain all day. Rubber is normal. Go. Go. And pray to the gods of F1. That's a clean run for both drivers. And Liz will have time for a second run if she's looking bad. Okay, not confident on Kikuchi, but that's a good time for Liz. Okay, I think we're going to be alright here. I'd expect people to be putting some better times up, but I don't think we're going to lose by the driver. Oh, if someone can put him in a better time and not Dragovic out. Yes! That's great news for us. No one's going to knock Doohan out, sadly, but that's still great news for us. Oh, they are! And Pusher. Ooh. That's Pusher, Doohan, and Dragovic out in Q1. That's huge news. Right, see if we can get through on those. Hi, hi. Come on, F1 gods. Yeah, might be alright, might be alright. Past Newland on the straight. Yeah, that's a good time. She should be through. Not 100% sure on Kikuchi. Right, we're going to send Kikuchi out again on the same tyres. No, we'll send her out on fresh. And then we'll qualify her on the same tyres. Oh, she's not going to get a great time here. That'll be enough to get... She got stuck. She got stuck behind Behrman. That's fucking annoying. Can we get her out again? She's got time. I'm not sure. I think we're going to lose her. I think it was Behrman she got stuck behind. It looked like a Ferrari to me. She drove past O'Sullivan's spin. Yeah, I mean, that didn't help. Wanker. Oh, that's annoying. Burned a set of softs for no reason. That's not her fault, though. Okay. Fresh softs for Liz. She was behind... The problem was she was behind Behrman the whole lap and she had the better car. So he was holding her back. So she could barely out-qualify faster than him, basically. Yeah, that's a clean run. That's a clean run. 1.09.947. That might be fast enough for pole. But there's no harm in sending her out again. Yeah, let's send her out again. I mean, same tyres. She probably won't go faster, but you never know. She does occasionally have a bit of a speedy lap in her and it slows everyone else down. She improved it slightly. I'm pretty certain that'll guarantee a front row. Unless Lawson pulls something out. Oh, he did pull something out right at the death. Okay. Right, well. Second row.
Here we are, folks.
Let's see what Rope Trick's done to us. Oof. Wow. That's not so much a race as a swim. I mean, arguably there's an inters gap there. But that's two wets either side. Jesus. I don't even know what strategy we do for that. I mean, we absolutely gunned some softs at the start. I mean, is it straight onto wets or is it an inters gap? I feel like it's onto inters. I mean, again, y-axis would be really nice here. I mean, this whole strategy is just me roughly working out what we're doing when. Like, I can't even add enough stops. Oh no, there we go. I was going to say, can I not even add enough? I mean, we're basically looking at that, I think. Given that second wet period, is it worth it just to power through the intergap on the wet wall? I don't know. If we had an if we had a y-axis, I'd tell you. But we don't. So I can't. So I'm setting this strategy mostly because it gives us a rough idea of what stuff is roughly happening when. But we'll have to make a decision based on what we guess the y-axis to be. All we know for certain is we're burning softs right at the beginning. That is literally all we know for certain. Plus race conditions and safety cars, exactly. What we do know is we can underfuel by 3 laps for this. At least. Burn. Burn. Let's just see how this goes. We may end up restarting this if the race is just too whack. I'm not setting a strategy really for either of them. That strategy for Liz is only really indicative. This is going to change. It was just more for me to get a rough idea of how theoretically this race should pay out. Like, we'll bring her in when we need to bring her in and do stuff.
Here in Montreal. Closely watching the Alpine driver in this one.
An encouraging grid in P8. Lots to build if they manage.
The drivers are ready. Go.
See how it goes.
Canadian Grand Prix. And it's away.
Oh, Liz, come on. I get blocked by the fucking Aston Martin. Okay, cool. So she's held third. Montoya really having a go at her.
Now the altitude here. The gap opens up for them.
Getting audio stutters. Shouldn't be getting audio stutters. I'm not getting any dropped frames or anything like that. Not getting any dodgy audio at my end. There shouldn't be any dodgy audio. There's nothing wrong with the audio as far as I can see. Like, I can flip to a different Twitch server and see if that does it. Like, on the basis that you weren't getting it in practice, you shouldn't be getting any difference in the race. If there's going to be bad audio, like at this end, there'd be bad audio throughout the whole thing. No, I can tell you, I can hear what you're saying, that it's the game audio that's stuttering. I'm telling you that it's not the game. It's been underflowing earlier. Well, this is the kind of thing that is useful to tell someone. Like, why do you do this, chat? Why do you complain about the audio when it's not when it's fine, and then don't tell me when you're having actual fucking audio issues? Like, chat, you're the worst. I swear to God, I am on the verge of fucking giving up on OBS again. If there was any useful alternative platform out there still, I would actually go back to using it, because it's just unbelievably unstable at the moment. It's insane how unstable it is against the latest Windows updates. But you should have me back again now. I've got the game paused. So yeah, you should hopefully hear me, and you should hopefully see we just kicked off when OBS died. The race had just started. Right, let's try again, because I would quite like to actually be able to stream tonight, given I'm not going to be able to stream for a while. Always fun watching my viewer count plummet like a stone. Montoya's pretty quick in that McLaren. Oh, it's Lawson. It's Lawson she's battling this time. Go on, Liz. You can take him. Don't be beaten to a position by a man who looks like a SS tank commander.
Right then, you can take a look now.
No stuttering game audio, that's a good sign.
The opportunity begging to be taken.
That's a proper duel, that is.
And that's second place now.
Thing is, Hadjar's slower than them both. So they're both just, essentially whoever's behind Hadjar is always being held up by the other one. Fucking hell, Hadjar, just get out of the way. Let the real drivers race. Kikuchi up to
Let's
11th.
take a look at the replay. The opportunity's there.
Nicely done. Good overtake.
The points in touching distance now. They're 11th.
Right, they've seen off Hadjar now, so now it's a proper race.
Now we can see what happened. It's there for the taking.
Right, how are we looking on conditions? Go on, Liz.
Here's the replay. Now we're approaching turn 2. It's certainly inviting.
There we go. See, this has been the thing, is I knew she had the pace in the car. It was just she was stuck behind Hadjar. %65 chance of rain. Get ready. This is where I would just like a y-axis, because I want to know whether we should be going inters or straight onto wets. Right, here comes the rain, so let's get everyone off of that.
Let's take a closer
Kikuchi up to 9th.
There's the opening. And they move into 9th.
Alright, now here's the big question. That's going up quite quickly in terms of water. Right, Dragovic is in. Right, we need to see what Dragovic is coming out on. Let's say if F1 Manager 24 adds in the y-axis. I'm not holding up much hope, to be honest. Come on, out you come. Yeah, I know it's damp. Could you get your fucking big message out of the way, please, so I can see what Dragovic is coming out on? Inters. Inters is the choice. I thought it might be. Now we do have room to stack. Oh, come on. Everyone else is out on wets. Oh, fuck this game. If I knew that was 2, I probably would have gone wet straight away. just want a y-axis. This is the problem with rain races in this game. You don't have enough data to actually race them properly. Fucking hate rain races. Right, we're going to burn these and see if we can get enough distance ahead. Yeah, I'd like to avoid burning it if we can. Like, it's technically not an invalid strategy. Just one that comes down to, can they put up enough distance? And the answer is no. Oh, fuck off! Fuck this game. They've really ramped up the pit stop issues since the last patch, and they really need to sort that out, because you can't influence your pit crew stuff enough to affect it properly. They're always tired. So apparently you go wet.
Await our drivers here in Montreal. The drivers are ready and raring to go. It's the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
So wet tyres it is apparently. Go on, Kikuchi. Give it a go. And we're all in the queue behind Hadjar. In his fucking bus. Problem is he's getting just enough DRS to pass us. Might have changed the fatigue. Oh, fuck off! Fucking game, man. They really need to improve wet weather racing. Yeah, at this rate we're not going to complete a race. Remind me next time, Rope Creek, to set you limits on how many wet weather races we're allowed in a season. Because the game does not do them well enough.
70 laps of the Canadian Grand Prix await our drivers here in Montreal. Time for Oscar Piastri.
I'd hope they make
to show what he can
track
do.
change or order changes native in 24. Because it is a replayability thing. It does preserve the length of the replayability.
Let's see what today has in store, shall we? This is it. We're moments away now at the Canadian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, well, someone crashed.
Now we've got an incident here, and Mick Schumacher is apparently involved.
Oh, it's Mick. Bonk! Yeah, I'm not convinced Mick's coming back into that. He might be able to get back out again. Did he get a penalty? I think he's alright. I think he escaped a penalty. Good for him. Kikuchi parching Piastri.
The Alpha Tauri involved here. The gap opens up for them. And the Alpha Tauri manages to get by.
Lawson really pushing.
Let's see what happened there. Can they squeeze by?
Could do something like Button. Yeah, no, he could do. That's true.
And as a result, 8th place is theirs.
Right, let's drop down to aggressive. I don't know, I think Mick's carrying damage. Because he's not making time back up. Yeah, so Dragovic is still doing that Inter strategy, which he's just weird. So we pit now and go wets, or one more then wets. Yeah, we pit now, don't we? Go on then, Liz. Watch Liz have a pit stop issue. The McLarens are double stacking. It's a bigger issue for them than it is for us. So Lawson got out in front of us. No one else did. Kikuchi might have gained a place on that. Doohan got a pit stop issue.
Now talk us through this one, Karun.
So there comes the Williams.
I'll give them credit. They did improve the
But they run into trouble and it holds up their
pit lane stuff. Like, in earlier patches, your drivers were far too nice on giving way in the pit lane. Now we're burning these tyres. Maybe we shouldn't be. Because you could theoretically go to the end of the race on these. Well, temps will start to come down soon, so that's fine. Slipstream Rogue Space, basically fast and light but multiplayer. Stream is the captain of the ship and track the crew. Chat, I love you, but I definitely wouldn't have you as my crew. I'm just saying. Kikuchi's crashed. No, she hasn't. And the question here is whether everyone else is pushing their tyres. Right, we're at 5. That's 5.5. That's 5.5. You gotta think there's a long enough interstretch in the middle there. Like, you don't stay on wets for that. You can see how we're catching up on the fuel, though. Lawson's a very good wet weather driver. Credit to him. Right. If we're going with an interstretch, we come in now. I mean, we're basically looking at from lap 25 through to 45 when we could be on inters. That's 20 laps. That's got to be worth hitting the inters. Surely that's got to be worth hitting the inters for. What do you think, chat? I think we pit now, we undercut and go inters. Because then we can rag the inters. How much per lap faster would inters be? It's hard to tell because of the condition changes. It's not stable. Because there's a big drop off there. So they're going to be faster there than they are there. I mean, theoretically, you're looking at a 125 on fresh wets. And 8 seconds less on inters. So theoretically, you make back your pit time in 4 laps, 4-5 laps. Let's say 5 laps. And we're going to have 20 odd on them. Yeah, I think we go inters. Okay, and out in 9th. Of course, Kikuchi has a fucking pit stop issue. Fuck you, game. That's 5th. Yeah, at the time difference on it now. She is cruising past them now.
Take a look here. Now the Alpha Tauri involved here. They decide to give it a go. And the Alpha Tauri manages to get by.
Like, they've got to pit now, surely. Because we've got all of that period to go. And even if they're not, I mean, those wets are going to be burning. Those wets aren't going to last the race for them now. Lawson managed to get out on inters without me noticing, but...
Now we can see what happened. The opportunity begging to be taken.
That's a bad strat from McLaren. I don't think Liz is going to catch Lawson, but we are putting time up over Hadjuk, which is great.
So let's take a look at the replay. Right, we're down at turn 5. It's there for the taking.
God, we could have gone even lighter on fuel. That's crazy. In fact, that actually makes sense to push on fuel while we're on the inters. Right, they're coming in onto wets now. So we're coming in this lap onto wets. We could pull in Kikuchi now. I think we give her another lap. I think we give her another lap. Did Sargent pull off that pit? No, he hasn't. So we're right behind Lawson again, and yeah, it's his Lawson's race to lose. He's good on the wets. But that's worked out for Kikuchi, I think. I think that's going to gain her 3 places. We're finishing on these tyres. There's no way anyone's pitting for it at the end of it. Plenty in the tyres. $42. We can push down to at least -1 on fuel. Of course Richter had a fucking... Both my drivers have fucking pit stop issues. So we should have come out in first. But because even though the pit crew have been eating fucking pizza for the last 5 months and doing fuck all else, they're still tired. I mean, I'll take second if we can hold it. I'm going to run light on fuel until that 55 and then we'll ease off. Oh, fuck off. Fucking wet weather fucking games. Right, let's ease back off on the fuel. Let's finish where you are, gang. I'll be happy. Yeah, I mean, nobody's... That's 11 laps. That's 11 laps, chat. I think we pit. We definitely pit Kikuchi. Of course, they'll have pit stop issues, but you know. Lawson's not coming in. Lawson didn't come in. He's coming now. That might be too late for him. Oh, we took him. No, he just came out. Come on. Go on, Liz. Nah, he's going to pull away. He's the better wet weather driver, which is a shame, but... Liz, you can take him. No, let's not burn yet. Let's not burn yet. Keep in touching distance. Oh, fuck it, attack.
Right then, we can take a look now. Now the Alpha Tower involved here. The opportunity's there.
We'll do it with a couple of laps to go. We're at 65 now. Next lap is when we do it. Oh, she's passed him. Go, go, go. Kikuchi's got 5 seconds on Bearman. So let's balance her out. Because I want her finishing. Because she's not going to catch Dragovic. Oh, Liz. Liz, you can hold this.
There's the opening. And we've got a new race leader.
You can hold this, Liz. He's burning to try and catch her. That's 2.3. Can we get away with doing that? I just don't want to push the car entirely to the wall. We just need to watch. She's putting up time on him. Fucking back markers. Mick, get out of the way. Cheers, Mick. This will be a huge win for us if we pull it off. I'm going to drop us to standard. Because he's got to get past Mick. And we can see him. Kikuchi's holding nicely in 8th, so she's good. She can just carry on as is. Come on, Liz. Yeah, she's putting up time on Lawson. That strategy of staying out on the wet's really screwed the McLarens. Their team principal fucked that right up. Final lap. Don't crash, Liz. Tyres are back down into a reasonable range. So Lawson got past Mick. There's no way he's making up 4 seconds on this lap though. Oh, this would be a good result. I'm annoyed about Kikuchi's pit issue. Take that pit issue out. She's 6th. Or maybe not, to be fair, because it did mean that she could slide in on the inters quicker than everyone else. Well, once we got past the game shenanigans, this was a decent race. Bring it home, Liz. Bring it home. Yay, nicely done. Come on, Kikuchi. Bring it in, Kikuchi. Come on, Yoko. There we go. Oh. Okay, good result in the end. Good result in the end.
That was a brilliant performance from the AlphaTauri driver.
That was
Loving the guy just walking in front of the camera there.
Major credit to the driver, the pit wall, and the whole team for that win.
Pure elation there as the driver regroups with a team that works.
Well done, Liz. Just don't celebrate with your helmet off. Can breathe again now. Yes.
What would they be making of that race, do you think?
They'll be absolutely delighted to
Keep your helmet on, Liz. You know the rules.
that is for the team.
It's 2034 and Saudis own all of this sport
That's
now.
it for this weekend's F1 action here in Montreal.
Yeah, don't take the helmet off. Just slam it into the pit crew.
Forging ahead at full throttle.
So the big news on that is Doohan not managing to get himself up. Giggity. And Sonoda down in 13th, so he hasn't scored points again. Pocher got 1 point. And Dragovic only got 6. That was huge for us. Doohan, Sonoda and Pocher just not getting good points. Really screwed them. And it's given us a tiny bit of breathing room over Williams in the constructors. And Haas in 5th. Oh, look at that! And look, you gotta like seeing a Red Bull and Ferrari just propping up the bottom there. Who doesn't like seeing Red Bull and Ferrari at the bottom of that list? So in-game, how long is it since Red Bull have won a championship? I'll be at like the 40-year point. Ferrari haven't won the championship. It's not like the 40 years or something at this point. It's all good. All good. Oh no! Quick, someone sweep the helipad. 2007 was the World Drivers' Championship. Yeah, see, I'm thinking in constructor terms. So Constructions was 2008. So we're not quite that bad. So it's 24 years in game. So we're not making anything, but I don't think we need to. How are we looking on cost cap? Okay, we've got 25 million left in the cost cap, so that's all right. We're not too bad. Did Red Bull win a championship in the early game? Yes. Yeah, they did. I don't know how far back we can go. I don't think we can see. They would have won it in the season 1, maybe even in season 2. I can't remember when we won our first championship with McLaren, whether it was season 2 or season 3. Probably season 3. They could bring their refurbishing deadline forward for the helipad. Someone found a second broom. Yes. Bring me your £40,000 broom. Thank God, chat. I was worried we wouldn't have the helipad swept in time for Monaco. Right, Monaco. So how much of this grid weren't born the last time Ferrari won the Constructors? That's a good question. Okay, let's have a look at that. So, Liz definitely not, because she's 23. 25. Actually, she's probably less than you'd think then. Because Dragovic is older than Liz. Problem is, a lot of the drivers we think of as young definitely aren't young. No, it's anyone under 20, because isn't it 24 years since Ferrari last won a... I think any non-regen driver was born for 2007. Yeah, I think you're probably right. They're not old enough to remember Red Bull winning one. Ferrari winning one. How's the F2 looking? Oh, still Michiko winning it. Go Michiko. Like, when I click back, it should actually go back. And Andrea. We're still theoretically on course for a female champion in F1, F2 and F3 concurrently. Profile photos of Dorian Gray, yeah. Right, reach Q3, qualify in 6th or above. That sounds reasonable. Qualifying position streak, finish position streak of 8th or above for 2 races. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. To Monaco. Quick, nourishing dinner of a homemade cheeseburger.
Welcome along to
Very nice.
weekends in motorsport.
I do like a good cheeseburger. Oh man, now I crave a cheeseburger.
Halfway through the
I
season,
wonder what we're having for
it's
dinner
too
tonight.
early to call the championship. Can teams make good before the summer break, or will they be hoping for a reset? Monaco is famous for its
Let's
many
message
narrow
my wife and
twists
find out what
corners,
dinner
from
plans
the
are.
break-heavy La Rascasse to the treacherous Sand of Ott. There are no proper straights to speak of, and it's extremely hard to overtake here. It sounds like simple advice, but getting up as high on that starting grid as possible is the best plan of attack. After securing victory in the last race, AlphaTauri is sure to have plenty of competitors looking to challenge for a podium place. That's all here. Now back to the action.
Oh look, it's heavy rain. Thanks, Rope Trick. Got a home cooking part pretty damn solid. Yeah, I've made burgers before. Thing is, you can buy very nice kind of good burgers. It's one of those things that posh supermarkets do well. Monaco in the rain. I'm sure that'll go well. Famous for its wide runoffs. Right, setup. We are in Monaco. So we are probably looking at a 10, a 16, 8.2, 335, 0.65, same here, 10, 16, 8.2. In real terms, this would probably go down as like the wettest season on record already, wouldn't it? Given that the amount of rain races we've had. Right, runtime, 22 laps, car parts, onto that, onto that, onto that. Let's get that one out of the way first. Car parts, onto that. Onto that. Right, I think our objective with Kikuchi in this race is very much for her to just finish. Runtime. On that. We're all set. Let's do it. One of the tricks is to let the meat go to room temperature before shaping the patties. That makes sense. That makes sense. I presume it's less brittle then and more sticky, which is kind of what you want. This is going to be quite a pretty one to watch, given we're now running on the higher graphics settings. Okay, ladies. Don't hit anything. Allegedly, the wettest F1 season by percentage is 2000 with 23.5%. As in 23.5% of races had wet weather. Is that what you mean? Of races. Okay, let's do some. After this one, we will have a look at And what percentage of races have already had wet weather? Give me some stats, please, ladies. Give me some stats. Kikuchi normally hits setup first. Oh, great. But she does have a generous definition of great. Yeah, there's a bit of a generous definition of great there, Kikuchi. I thought we agreed that over 90% was great. 2, 2, 3, 2, 1 gives us down to 9.1, 310, and 0.3. And just go out and do some laps for me. Liz, 89. It's close. I think we can squeeze more out than that, though. So we are in Monaco. And we are on a great optimal. Which suggests a 9.5 and a 0.55. It's possible. It's possible. And out you go. Yeah, so we're running at roughly 50% wet track so far. Out you go. Out you go. Right, chat, I'm going to go grab some wine. You're in charge. Let me know what their setups come back as. How are we looking, chat? What were the setups? Being carefully watched by two kitties from positions of snoozing as I wander past the bedroom doors. They're kind of looking in now. I'm asleep, but you might get food. Wait, you red flagged practice? Chat, did you red flag practice 1? God damn it, I gave you like one job. You had one job, chat. One job. What? What did you do? Oh, that's right. Blame Montoya. It's all on Montoya, is it? Blame Montoya. Right, she can take the other backup part for that then. Honestly, chat. One fucking job you had. You've been a disgrace tonight. Genuinely thinking of replacing you with an entirely different chat. Wonder if TikTok people would be nicer. Oh, I didn't change up the laps, did I? They should have enough to get the set up. Otherwise, I'll restart it. Replace you with Chat GPT. Chat Grand Prix. Starting to sound like Helmut Marko. Wow. Go on, you're going to get there. Optimal. Cool. Get you in. 97 is nice. Just get out there and do some laps. '92's good enough. We might as well, given we've had to pull her in. I feel like we might as well change her up. So that's an optimal, a great, and an optimal. So allegedly we go back up to 10, down to 3.2, down to 0.3. Do some laps. Go. To be fair, Montoya did end up literally sideways across the track. Chat Grand Prix, just Mario Kart. Yep, true. So we worked out with Kikuchi we want 96, didn't we, in order for her to be in her top achievable bracket. Whereas for Richter we need 94 or 95. I think. Looking on tyre, wherever's that? Oh, powertrain. Yeah, powertrain. It's fine. Look, you don't hear Liz moaning about her gearbox. They're both going to need to do some P3 time, given that abbreviated P1, so... Don't hear Liz moaning about her gearbox because they don't have voice lines. I mean, she can text furiously while driving. Tyres are fine, Kikuchi. That's a great. That's what the control rating's about. Text rants while driving, yep. Really probably should write to at least ping in an email to Frontier's PR office on the off chance they do want to actually give us a key or a preview code for the 24 version. It's unlikely, but there's no harm in asking. Because what I would kind of like to do with 24 is do some like guide videos like I did with CK3. So just like we play through a season and then do a kind of, right, okay, here's a quick guide out to how to get competitive. I assume we're going create team as straight off the bat, aren't we? Like we're not starting with an existing team. We are going create team straight off the bat. $97. Let's squeeze it up to a 94. Cool. Guess the thing you collectively need to start thinking about is what team we're starting as. Like, obviously my personal preference is to do a Leighton House run, but I know that means fuck all to anyone who isn't me. So I assume we're looking at like Lotus. We could do Andrea Moda. Do Lotus. We could do a Jordan revival. We could do an all-French team. Oh, we could do Brabham. Ligier, yeah. Pacific. No, we're not doing Pacific. Definitely partial to a Brabham, Ligier or Tyrrell run. That'd be fun. But yeah, we could do Ligier and go all French. So we have to have Renault engines, all French staff and all French drivers. Bugatti and dual French. Could do Bugatti. But Ligier were meant to be fully French, weren't they? That was the original plan. Right, 87. We need to do tactics. Assuming you can create new teams every season, it's going to be a weird grid. That's true. Can you create a team, then move to a different team and create a new one? Because if so, we could basically spend... We could do a round robin where we have to move at the end of each season. And create a grid of classic names. Simtech was a thing once. Simtech was a thing longer than they were on the grid because they did a lot of engine supplies. Simtech engines were like everywhere. Or do you have to create all of them at the start, or do you only get one custom team? So my assumption on how custom teams will work is what you essentially have to do is pick an existing team, and then you're going to get to reskin them, basically. I would like to think that you could start with, like, no parts or whatever else. Like, you can start and just start from, like, custom, like, pick your drivers and everything else. That would be the ideal. But instinctively, I think it's basically just going to be a pick an existing team and reskin them and rename them. Any idea if the customer team replaces one of the standard teams, or do you get an extra team on the grid? Well, that's the thing, is I don't know how they can play that out. So I think on the 28th of March, is it, they've got like a video thing? Hope it's not replaced, but add with the worst parts on the grid. That's what I would like it to be. Like, I would like it to be that you essentially start back on the grid and then you have to build your way up. What's the largest grid F1 has ever had? Oh, big grids. You got to remember there used to be things like pre-qualifying. Pre-qualifying was fucking chaos. Glorious chaos, but it was chaos. But yeah, like, if you can create a new team every season, essentially over the course of 10 seasons, we could just do a round robin and start a fresh team every season until we had a grid that looked like an absolute classic grid with, like, Brabham and Ligier and, you know, arrows and all of that stuff. Maybe we do that for our second run. Mind you, that said, if the customized teams are in there, presumably that means there'll be database entries for them. So I wonder if that means someone will relatively quickly mod in the ability to do custom grids. Let's just start with different teams. That would be amazing. Like, we just load up a mod and be racing with, like, the grid from the teams in all gear in gear from different seasons. Depends on how they've configured it. Right, that's good driver prep, so we should be good. Yeah, nicely in the brackets. $34 in Austria. Want to see that? We'll take 2 weeks until we know who's won and who got another 5-second penalty. Yeah.
Drivers fight it out for a strong grid position.
Qualifying means everything around Monaco. With little chance of overtaking in the race, getting as far up the grid as possible.
If you have role playing for like all women are only French, could you mod the AI to follow them? No, you couldn't. Not currently. mod support would be the best thing they could do for this game, but I suspect that they have rules about what they're allowed to do or not. Thing is, next year will be make or break. If it doesn't make money next year, they won't renew and do it again. If it makes money in next year, like if this next one is a success, then I suspect we'll get more of these. But if not, next year's will be the last one. And if it's going to be the last one, it's a bit like Motorsport Manager, like make it like, okay, that wasn't deliberately moddable, but the game will last forever if people can mod it. They're doing custom teams, need to custom drivers, or at least a Clash drivers pack. But this is the thing I've always said, is their DLC strategy was completely wrong. Like, nobody wants to just drive a race that they've just watched in real life. What everyone wants to do is go, I just want to buy a driver pack of like Mansell and Senna and all of this kind of stuff. Like, do old lineups, do old liveries. Like, I'd fucking spend $1 on a random pack that gave me old like McLaren retro team. Nobody wants a DLC that's an hour per mission, and you've done exactly. Just give me some classic horse armor. Right. Onto that engine. Onto that ERS. Onto that gearbox. Right, I do want to finish from Liz in this race. Because it's Monaco. She is getting the brand new engine. That'd be a great custom team horse armor. Yeah, that'd be like a Ferrari. That'd be like a Ferrari child team. Ah, it's gonna be a fucked lap time. Might be alright though. I think we ping Kikuchi out again. It's not like she's going to use all her soft tyres. Good work, Kikuchi. Looks like Lawson's going to be the threat in the second half of the season. He's putting in some good times. Oh, Dragovic with a late charge. You can have fresh softs. Let's see if we can get you through on your useds. Should be able to. Go. Yeah, it's a pretty clean run. 7.9 should be good enough. That's an 8.3. Maybe. I think she'll be alright. Yeah, she's going to be alright. Ooh, burger and chips might be on, chap. Burger and chips might be on. Right, fresh softs. Fresh softs. Do we go fresh softs for Kikuchi? Yeah, it's heavy rain, isn't it? So she's probably not going to get a double soft dose. Praying for a clean run. Clean run. Oh, that's slow, Liz. What you doing? Why is that so slow? Fuck is that about? What? Can we get her over the line in time? Yes! Third. Still slow though. It's way off the pace she can do. Stuck behind Haug again.
The time has come to fight it out.
Fucking hell. God damn it, rope trick. Right, theoretically, if we assume that's roughly 4... we're starting on wets. We go to inters. Then we go to wets again, and then we come out in softs. Yeah, I think we start on wets, don't we? Okay. Wets. We can run 4 laps light. This is going to go very wrong. Yeah, I think we're going to go with ordering burgers in as a treat, given that I'm away later in the week. It's a nice thing for us to just do together. We can then do a bit of Trails of Azure. Do a bit of gaming together, which would be nice. Right. We will restart if Liz crashes. I do want to finish out this, and I don't trust the game in the way.
As the drivers prepare for the 78 laps of the Monaco Grand Prix. Now there's a lot of talk going into this one about the Red Bull driver. We're here and the streets are abuzz at the Monaco Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
I mean, I assume everyone's on wets. Yeah. Oh, she might get him, she might get him, she might get him. Yellow flag already. I caught, so this is going to be fucking chaos. This is going to be absolute chaos. Monaco in the absolute wet.
Now is that the Williams involved?
Ooh, that's good for us. It's Doohan as well. Oh, they've taken each other out. That's got to be side pod damage. On the upside, all the uber rich are getting soaked to the bone and miserable. No, they'll all have serfs holding umbrellas for them. Feel like we should probably not push. Isn't Kikuchi quite good in the wet? Hull damage in this weather, yeah. Give them both penalties. Oh, boo. 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 The guess on the maximum water will be, I think we're going to hit 6. I think we'll hit 6. Jesus, we're going to hit like 7. Oh, what attack. See if we can close them down. I don't think she'll pass him, because passing on Monaco without DRS just isn't going to happen. Putting up time on Hauger's good. And we're not really losing fuel by pushing. Basically, we can get the fuel back in the second wet section. So the longer we run the light, the better, really. If only Liz was a better wet weather driver. How are we looking on race sections? We need to get to there. Tyre curve is not great. See if we can get some temperature out of them. We'll lose ground on Dragovic, but I'm not that worried about it. Right, wet weather's dropping. We could undercut Kikuchi. I don't see any harm in trying it. That water's dropping fast. Taking the extra 25 seconds she's in the pits. I think we pit them both this lap because that's going to give us the biggest run on the inters. Ain't no one overtaking on this track. It's all going to be about the pit timings. Yeah, I mean, a safety car screws us, but... Of course, yeah, pit stop. Yeah, no, that's the rules. We have to have a pit stop issue. Not allowed to not have a pit stop issue. Oh, we got him. We got him. He's pulling it back, but we got him. Go attack. Go deploy. And it ended up only costing Kikuchi a place, so that could be a lot worse. We're ragging these tyres, but... it's going to go down, and we only got to get to there, so... God, how much the right at Marco or Ron Dennis would have read to the pit crew by now. I'd have fucking fired the whole lot of them by now. That's at least one pit stop issue in the last 4 races. Sonoda putting up the fastest lap. Yeah, Liz is like, fuck you and your fastest lap. Lawson's flying now. Drug making a push. Right, get ready. It's about to get wet again. Here we go. Oh, what do we do? And we get one more lap out of Liz. One more lap out of both of them. Yeah, if we were bringing Kikuchi in, we'd bring her in now. Yeah, we're getting laps out of both of them. Right, now we pit her. Now we pit. Literally one of the hoardings over the track for the Monte Carlo Society of Sea Baths. As Annie Lennox says, here comes the rain again. A lot of rain. Now we should make the rest of the fuel back on this, which is good. Right, in you come, ladies. Is Liz out in first over Sonoda, who hasn't pitted. Sonoda, you absolute devil, you. That might play out well for him, you know. Sonoda! God damn, bro! You're doing this on Inters. I feel like we should be watching Sonoda, because that's a crash waiting to happen. He must have really good wet weather performance. Thing is, he's been holding Dragovic up. He did us an absolute favour there. O'Sullivan knock up.
Here's the replay. Now this was the
It's very brave in the British sense, yeah.
at this point. Oh, and the car locks up.
Oh, there are worse places to lock up in Monaco. Dragovic is pulling it back on us slowly, but that's fine. We're getting the fuel back, which is the main thing. Really want to have to run lean. Might need to run lean. Alright, here we go. Now here's the real question. Do we go on to inters or do we go straight for softs? I think we go straight for softs. Piastri went inters. They're coming in. What's Dragovic going to come out on? Is he going to come out on inters? Can't believe he's going to come out on inters. Let's have a look at what Dragovic comes out on. Dragovic has gone to inters. Everyone's going to inters. I don't think that's right. I mean, okay, it doesn't curve. I mean, if our rain curve is right, that's 8 laps. We could go softs in 4. I think we rag and go straight to softs. Because everyone's going to have to pit to softs anyway. Well, moment of truth on whether we're going to win Monaco or not. Like, if we're saying we come in for softs on 64. That's where we'd come in for softs. Plenty in the tyre. Plenty in the tyre. Good evening, Pangaloon. Five laps. Inters is a 9-second difference. Pit stops are 21 seconds. That's 3 laps. So theoretically, you make your time back in 3 laps. Lawson's on wets. He's 30 seconds behind us. Dragovic is 35 seconds. He's going to make, let's say he makes 8 seconds on us a lap. How long till Dragovic catches us? Bearing in mind he's got to pit for softs again. .5 laps. But he's got to also get past Lawson. That's just ridiculous. We've got our pits right. Wait, if we pit Liz now, she comes out in first. Dragovic is our... She comes out in first on better tyres than Lawson and still ahead of Dragovic, who is also on inters, so he's going to have to pit for softs. So we play safe on Liz, we pit her. Because even with the standard game-induced pit stop issue, she should come out ahead of Lawson. And she should definitely come out ahead of Dragovic. I think we pit Liz. And we burn the inters. And with Kikuchi we go straight to softs. Yeah, that's our plan. Because there's zero risk in pit, well, not zero, but it's low risk pitting Liz. It's higher risk keeping her out. Don't fuck it up, guys. Watch for Lawson on the exit. Watch for Lawson on the exit. Lawson pitted. So Shirag's enters. Kikuchi we ping in the moment that hits 2 on straight onto softs. Yeah, so she's still got 4.7 seconds roughly over Dragovic. Well, that's how far he's behind Lawson. So technically she still should be holding at 5. She's got 18 on Dragovic. Right, Kikuchi comes in this lap because she's held 7th. And her tyres are roasting. One more. One more. Safety car. Free pit. Oh, please get in time. She's not going to, is she? That's going to cost us the race. She made it in! She made it in! Oh! Whew. That's what lost us Monaco. The only time we've lost Monaco was a safety car at this exact point in the race. Trouble is that does mean it's going to be a straight up sprint between her and Dragovic, because that's all our margin gone. So it kind of slightly screws Kikuchi, but also doesn't. Could be worse.
And there's been quite a crash. Let's have a look at that. Now with the hats.
Yeah, yeet yourself into the pit lane.
Oh, and a fairly
Oh,
substantial crash.
bosh.
And that won't do their confidence any good.
Yeah, you can basically imagine, like, just in real life, just imagine me screaming down the
Watching their hopes crumble away.
down the microphone at Liz, like, pit, 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 pit. Like, box, 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 box. That pits everyone, so basically that means that the real winner out of this has been Sonoda. Like, that's really saved him. So this is basically a straight up sprint finish now. Yeah, it was a real safety car. So this is a pure sprint finish as soon as this safety car finishes. So let's say the car's going at 300 kilometers an hour. That means over 93 meters, it took 1 second. Yeah, like that. If we pull this off and win, that will go down as like one of the greatest F1 moments ever. Would be me, like there'd be like prize-winning photos of just me on the fucking pit wall screaming "box" down the mic, and just Liz just fucking wrenching that wheel over. Like, we don't make that pit, we finish 10th. Tops. The undesirable. Well, that's what it did, is it made sure we got onto the softs. Otherwise, we'd have had to pit after everyone else had got onto the softs. Alright, so there goes Osu. Safety car ending. Sullivan does set fastest lap as a result. Right, you are going attack, you are going fuel burn, and you are going deploy. This is going to be fucking carnage. This is going to be absolute carnage. You watch. Like, I'm legit tempted to cockpit cam Kikuchi. Because there ain't no way that someone doesn't crash. Probably even her. Now the thing is, I think we have got the straight line speed over Drugovich because we're running a new engine. Oh, Piastri. Saying box would take about 1.1 seconds, so racing rate reflex speeds is barely possible. Yeah, like in real time, she would have had to react the moment I shouted box. So the first box comes out and she's in. Now the problem here is Dragovic is going to get DRS. And I doubt we'll get a DRS gap on him. We're quicker than him, but not that much quicker. But if he can gap Hauger, that would be good. Which I think he has. Because at least that makes it a DRS battle between us and Dragovic. Not with Hauger getting involved. That's sporting moment of the year territory. Oh yeah, no, 100%. Oh, he just crept into DRS range. God damn it, Dragovic. You arsehole. Get ready for the crashes. The good news is there's only one. Oh, we've gapped him. We've gapped him. Go, Liz. Oh, he got locked in a fight with Hauger. He had to defend against Hauger. Fine on tyres. Fine on tyres. I mean, that basically, if we pull this off, I do think I can officially declare myself King of Monaco again. But let's see. You know, I am desperately touching my wooden desk here. Won the shootout by being quickest on the draw, literally, yeah. Chat, do not let me run out of fuel. Yeah, Dragovic and Hauger are fighting. That's going to buy us a few laps at least. Oh, he's pulling it back though. He is quick. That Merc is good this year. Oh, he's going to get DRS on her. But Hauger's going to get DRS on him. Coming up to DRS marker. The Merc's better on the corners, which is screwing us slightly. Get the rear cam on Liz. This is a fun cam for a race. I'll do a lap on that. This camera really gives you an idea of just how brutal it is for these drivers. Like, this is their view on the world. So let's go to rear cam. Good news is the Williams are both out of the points at the moment, and I can't see them picking any more up. How's Kikuchi's tyres looking? They should last. I don't know, they're curving down. Let's drop it to aggressive. One of the things Newey discussed in his book is the eye tracking studies they did that mean the only things the driver look at are the things that aren't blocked. They never look straight ahead, so the middle pillar is invisible. Yeah, honestly, Newey's book is fucking brilliant, and everyone should read it. Ooh, we've dropped him. We've dropped him. Yeah, look, he's stuck fighting. He's stuck fighting Hauger. I'll drop pace slightly. Worse than ours. Kikuchi should hold 9th. Suspect Duhan will get a point. Yeah, Hauger Dragovic is perfect. Tyre Micro's really winning it. Yeah, we're doing okay. Drop her to standard. She's in DRS on oh, she just dropped out of DRS. No, she might get DRS on her. I think she just missed out on DRS, which is a shame. 9th is fine. I'll take 9th. Yeah, you got this, Liz. Bring it home. Yeah, I don't like... Well, I say I don't like it. Like, I try not to tyre micro too much. But I can tyre micro when I need to tyre micro. And we have tyre micro this race to within an inch. I think this Monaco win is going to be up there with the one that we won with Sonoda. She'd be sitting in a mobile 0.5 seconds behind at 0.5 pace. Yeah, because Flo's picking up DRS as well, so all I really care about is keeping her ahead of Behrman. She'll finish the race on these tyres fine now. She'd have burnt another 6-7% off of them by now, and then she'd be getting into dodgy tyre range for her. Thing is, we're going for Drivers' Championship. Williams are currently second in the Drivers' Championship. They're completely out of the points. So right now, we're picking up points over them. Merck are going to close the gap slightly, but they're further back. So that's fine. So we'll take Liz's win, and Kikuchi's 2 constructor points will be fine. Sonoda's in 4th. Sonoda's had a hell of a race. He's done really well. But this is just about bringing it over the line now. In this championship, he's dropped back slightly, but he's still quite high, so this will pull him back into it. When did we release Sonoda? Yeah, it was the first year at Brawn before we could do the driver changes. We did Sonoda in seat 1 and Liz in seat 2. And then we dropped him for Ella in year 2. And then it was either year 2 or year 3. Year 3 or year 4. Where we dropped Ella and gambled on bringing Kikuchi, promoting Kikuchi up from reserve. Because she's got a higher ceiling. Final lap. Let's play it safe. Dragovic is not making that time up on a single lap. He can push, but he can't push that much. Yeah, Behrman's not making it up either, we're fine. Good work, Liz. AA top 1 sporting moments, that pit with 93 metres.
The win for Alpha Tauri.
Race of the season, I reckon. The King is back indeed.
Speaks to all the hard work they put into their career. Just phenomenal.
Solid 9th for Kikuchi. That's a good finish. That was a very satisfying win. I think it's up there with the Sonoda win.
That was a brilliant performance from the Alpha Tauri driver.
Incredible. That was a really well-deserved win. They got their race strategy absolutely spot on.
In my head, I'm imagining that, like, I look over and just see the safety car's lights going on, and I just shout, box, 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 box into the radio, and that's where we get the extra, like, second that buys us enough time to box.
What a great outcome that is for the team.
Like, it wasn't even waiting for the safety car notice, it was just seeing the lights fire up and go box, 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 box. Up there with the Brazil race where Jordan scraped the win by the fact that they send one of their team members out with an early mobile phone to go stand in a fucking field like several miles away from the racetrack to be able to work out when the weather is coming in. And that's how they work out. They can basically stretch on a single tank of fuel all the way for the win, because they work out the race is going to be abbreviated. So that Dragovic does well, so he's now our big rival. Duhan drops back. Sonoda pulls up again. Like, it's so tight though. Look at the race wins and podiums. So that's 4 race wins, 8 podiums. 1 win, 5 podiums. 4 podiums for Lawson. 2 wins and 3 podiums. Doohan's got a podium and some wins. Race win, race win, race win, race win, race win. Everyone down to 10th has at least 1 race win. Yeah, at this point I've been a team principal for 12 years essentially. And I'd have been in F1 like before then. Keeps us ahead of Merck. Williams don't get any more points. So yeah, Mercedes are now our big rival for this. Red Bull genuinely in danger of dropping into the bottom 2. With how many Monacos? So at this point in game, I'm into what, 11th F1 season, and I've won 10 Monacos. The only Monaco we didn't win was last year with Liz, and we would have won that if we hadn't been wrong-footed by a safety car pit. Like basically last year we had exactly the same, or near enough the same situation as this, but we didn't get in the pit in time. She'd already passed the pit. Like Jesus, we're like 1 second off the fucking pit pace. How far in the season are we? Let's have a quick season review. Before we finish. Well, that tells you where we are. We are at the midpoint in the season. We are at the midpoint in the season. We're on target for our target position of 3rd. Our long-term objective is to win the Constructors by 2036. You want to have a look at pit crew? I mean, they're basically tired. Doesn't help, obviously, that Maria's not the greatest. But obviously we wanted to go with a single, like all female. Like we have been trash at pits all seasons. Like 4.0 second pits. You compare that with, say, Red Bull. Like, we're essentially losing half a second per pit over our rivals. Right, we are not doing well. Board have high confidence. No shit, Sherlock. We need a new rear wing. New rear wing. Everything is researching. Check our facilities are good. Yep. All good. Finances are fine. Driver development. More on braking. Unsurprisingly, she's picked up 2 points in adaptability. Her overtaking's gone up as well, and her accuracy's gone up. Yeah, I mean, no shit, Liz's reactions have gone up. She picked up that single point just with that pit stop. Carol's developing decently, that's nice. Is Kikuchi on real parts? Yep. Both drivers now on real parts because we're pushing for the championship win. So I legitimately need Kikuchi at least scraping some points, ideally. So training schedule for pit crew. Ugh. I mean, we might actually need to have a look at this. May you provide advice? I mean, yeah, you can be my pit crew training chief. Tell me what to do. Selected preset. Yeah, I mean, we could go, like, I mean... The thing is, like, I would assume we'd want, like, something like that, maybe. Not least because we've got 24 days until the next race. So they're only going to get one race of doing this to be tired. Change one of the car building to weight training. These ones. I mean, that's the cumulative view. This is going to take time. Start from the pit stop errors preset. I mean, that's the pit stop errors preset. So we don't get that much more things. Now change the car building to gym training. I feel like that's going to increase our chances of mistakes a lot. Like, they're exhausted. Like, that's the race day. They're massively exhausted. Yeah, I mean, I still now have a massive increase in my stuff. I suppose I see what you mean now, because it's essentially saying on race day they're now better off. But I suppose the problem is they're now back into tired then. So you probably want to drop that off. Now you got well rested there, so you got lower chance of mistake. And they're only hitting tired on the last one. Yeah, we might tweak that a bit more in future then, especially at the moment where we really need it. Well, I almost forgive you for making it rain every race this season. Not quite. Almost. Oh, we've got the scouting on Willoughby Fluid, whose daddy definitely owns a team. I mean, he has high development rate. He does have high development rate. You know, Willoughby. Right, I tell you what, we'll stop there, I think. Carboning only affects how fast the tweaks to setup happen, which we don't care about. Ah, interesting. Yeah, so we don't actually care about timing tweaks on setup, really. So actually what we should probably do going forward is just focus on stuff that isn't car building. That makes sense. That's good to know for next game as well, if nothing else. We'll micro that bit more than over the course of the rest of the season. Remind me of that when we pick this up again. But with that, chat, I think we will call it there for this evening. This is a good place to stop. Gives us a bit of a run in into the Austrian Grand Prix. So, thank you very much for watching. That Monaco race was freaking brilliant. One of the best I think we've had on stream.